Yo, SC, your online singing coach.
Hey everybody, it's your online singing coach back again today with a new reaction. This name has come up a few times in the comments. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Dan Vasc, maybe Dan Vasc. Metal singer performs Amazing Grace. Now that title and that thumbnail are painting a picture of what to expect. Let's just see what a metal singer sounds like singing Amazing Grace. And play.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Cool. It doesn't sound too intense or growly or screamy or anything like that I was, anticipating from the title so far. But we've just started. My guess is there will be some surprises to come. With that said, this first section is very pleasant, nicely sung, pretty traditional in the sense of the melody. He's not going off the melody, which I think especially in the first verse, it's nice to stay close to, if not completely on, the original melody. His voice has a nice warmth to it. He's creating some natural dynamics on the held notes, like the word grace. Sing grace. So you notice he's also adding that vibrato. There's vibrato and there's a crescendo happening on the long held notes there. Another thing is that his tone is sitting in a pretty mid-area resonance here. Just had a flash flood warning. Yeah, it's that day today here in LA where we've had a tropical storm and an earthquake. Back to Dan and his talking about his placement of the tone. Pretty mid nasopharyngeal resonance space. Let's go on.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved.
There's a touch of a classical tone here.
How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed.
Stronger through the second stanza.
Through many
Whole octave up.
tempests, storms and snares, I have already come. Disgrace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
What is he getting out of his pocket? I want to know, but before we do, that was a really fun shift there into that upper octave. Again, for a metal singer, like, I'm not hearing any screaming or growling. I was expecting that. I like how the surprises keep coming. He had a really nice tone in the upper range. Again, here and there I'm hearing traces, both in his technique and his style, that sound a bit classical. But it's not like a straight, legit classical tone. There's just overtones of some classical happening there. Maybe he's had some classical training, or his voice just naturally works in that way. I appreciate that even though he went up an octave into what sounds to be a very comfortable space for his voice, he is not blasting us with his voice here. He's still keeping it very mezzo forte, and it's just sounding very, very pretty. Let's see now. What is he getting out of his pocket?
And grace will lead me home.
Cool. Sounds like Celtic now. Like how he's added some vibrato to that tone too. I like it. Like the bass drum hits. Pretty epic.
When we've been here
Wow.
10,000 years, bright shining as the
There it is.
sun, with boundless
Yes.
praise to sing God's praise. Then when we
What a voice. Oh my gosh, no! There's a key change? I mean, I can't believe that there's more to come. This is a really good thing. I'm floored by that last bit. Okay, the harmonica verse was really a fun little moment of growth as the instrumental track starts to build with the bass drum hits and then kind of like a Celtic vibe. Suddenly, Dan is in that spot where he shines. The first bit so far has been really good. But there's a last section. Wow. It suddenly became clear to me that he has amazing technique, amazing control of his voice. He's making really, really deliberate decisions with how he has been singing everything up to this point. This last verse was so cool because he's just exploded. He's switched it to a forte dynamic. He's singing loud and strong now, but he's not shouting it out by any means. He's still singing the song. And his vibrato, his strength up here in this upper range, it's fantastic. Every now and then, he would add some distortion to his tone. It just sounds like it's adding that edge. Finally, at the 3-minute mark or so, we're starting to hear why this title was Metal Singer Performs Amazing Grace. I also really like how his energy, his physical energy has changed. His expression has changed through the duration so far. You know, at the beginning, he was pretty stoic, right? Straight ahead face, calm, serene, nothing really, no singer's face as I call it, in that first bit. Now he's given us that singer's face. Notice how he changed how he's holding the mic. I don't think he was actually holding it before. Now I'm a rocker, he says. This is what's coming across the way he's holding the mic with that claw there. Yes, the energy has changed here as well. I love it. I also just want to give a kudos to Dan for this extended suspension. He's really, really taken his time in developing this song, which makes the payoff of this verse so much more exciting. And now there's a key change. What else is gonna happen? Wow, okay, can't wait. Let's check it out.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
All right. Yeah. No breath. Wow.
Was blind, but now I see.
Oh, wow. Damn. That was killer. The high note? What? And then you think it's over. You think he's going to end totally serene, like chilled out again. Again, that makes sense structurally. It would have been super effective just to end it like that. Quiet and subdued again. But he gave us another surprise and another note that he held for eternity. This is a performance that's definitely going down in YouTube history, along with some of the other YouTube singing sensations, some of the singing greats that we have had the joy of discovering in whatever ways, however you all came to somebody. I came to Dan today because many of you had said, you gotta hear this. Thank you to those of you who suggested this, because you're right. This is just added to this crazy day. Tropical storm, earthquake, Dan Vasc singing Amazing Grace. Okay, let's check out this last bit again with the super high note and the long held ending. Jaw there. Now he fakes us out. Now let's see how long he holds this. It's just getting started. Goes up higher. Still. Just keep going, man. Amazing. Amazing, Amazing Grace cover or rendition. And just what a clever way. I'll go beyond clever. What a genius way to show your gift with that delayed gratification, that slow ride to the jackpot, like it was such a good build. It started good, but man, it got crazy. This is a song most people know, so we're already familiar with it. We know what to expect, and yet he threw us off so many times in so many ways. He had so many vocal tricks up his sleeve. He executed everything he did so well. I loved his distorted tone. I liked his upper range vibrato so much. Boy, he's got some lung power on him. He can sing, he can hold notes for days. As I said, this is a video that people are talking about and are gonna talk about for years to come. It's gonna be one of those videos. It's like, did you hear the metal singer performing Amazing Grace? Well, I'm sure glad I did today. Hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, please be sure to hit subscribe. If you really enjoyed watching this with me, I'm always super thankful when I see the super thanks come in. Let me know what else we need to check out by Dan Vasc. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time.